games, in-person sports wagering at our sportsbook, great dining in our restaurant, and the friendliest people around. Celebrate Valentine's Day with us on Friday, February 14th and earn 14 times points from 7 to 11 p.m. And be our guest for a special Valentine's Day dinner buffet from 4 to 8 p.m. All you can eat crab legs, sirloin steaks, grilled butterfly shrimp, roasted chicken, and more delectable favorites for just $39.95. Fun takes flight at Blackbird Bend Casino near Ottawa, Iowa.
NCN Sports is presented by Currency. Need financing for RVs, ATVs, or other expensive items? Currency is here to help. Visit GoCurrency.com today. Faith Regional Health Services. When you need exemplary care, have faith. And by Teammates Mentoring. Join the team, be a mentor. Visit teammates.org today.
Well, hello and welcome to Rice Auditorium in Wayne, America for college basketball here on News Channel Nebraska. Alongside my pal Chad Metzler, I'm Pat Jansen as we get set for a big NSIC college basketball doubleheader. Wayne State and Southwest Minnesota State, and the Wildcats, if they want to pull off a sweep in this doubleheader tonight, we're going to have to do so against a couple ranked foes.
Yeah, this should be some high-level basketball that we see here tonight. Southwest Minnesota State is having a good season and want to keep it rolling, and Wayne State's looking to get back in the win column here.
They played a couple ranked opponents recently, have the Wildcats. The Southwest Minnesota State team, though, they were competitive with them in Marshall, Minnesota earlier this season, but they let it get away. Turnovers and making shots. But it's been an aggressive point in the schedule for Wayne State. How do they get over the hump tonight?
Yeah, basketball is a pretty simple game. There's a certain amount of things that you have to do right to win a game, and they've just come up short in the last few games, making some open shots, getting the rebounds, and then obviously taking care of the basketball is always top of the list.
Top 8 teams in the NSIC tournament get to host an NSIC tournament basketball game. Wayne State sitting 9th on both the men's and women's sides entering tonight. So it's a big one. We'll take a break. Be back with more after this on News Channel Nebraska.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Back here in Rice Auditorium for college basketball here on News Channel Nebraska. And Chad, if you're looking for someone who's going to bust through and make a shot for Wayne State as they're trying to find that consistency offensively, really there's a guy by the name of J.J. Farron who you got to look at.
Yeah, JJ's had a couple games here, just a couple games ago, where he put up some really good numbers, and it's really important for Wayne State for him to get off early and hit a couple good shots, see that ball go in, and then light it up the rest of the night for him.
Another guy in the backcourt, a guy by the name of Sean Stokes. He, like a lot of Wildcats, has dealt with injury this season. He'll be another big presence for Wayne State tonight as well.
Yeah, it's always important. You can't just have one guy carry the load all the time for you. So Stokes is going to be big. Jay Saunders is going to be another one that's going to be asked to come in and play some important minutes for him. And so those three guys really need to carry the load, along with Cody McCullough underneath.
Cody McCullough will be tasked with going up against a very big Southwest Minnesota State lineup tonight. We've got this big game coming for you in just a couple of minutes. We'll take a break and be back with our school spotlights after this on News Channel Nebraska.
We're here at Faith Regional, and I'm getting ready to talk about a well woman visit. Let's learn more about that service by the doctors who provide it. Joined now by Dr. Alex Loudenclose, an obstetrician and gynecologist with Faith Regional Physician Services. We're talking about well woman visits today. What exactly is a well woman visit?
Just an opportunity for us to screen for depression, diabetes, high blood pressure, talking about menopause changes and urinary incontinence and those sorts of things, and approaching things from that standpoint.
When you talk about planning for pregnancy, What goes into talking about that with your patient?
So review of medications, review of sort of their menstrual cycles, their menstrual histories, and getting us on the right track for both, whether it's timed intercourse or pursuing other avenues for preconception screening or any of those sorts of things.
Preventative care is so important in medicine. How do you work prevention into these conversations?
So we usually focus on looking at things about, where is their blood pressure at? Do we need to do something to get it reduced? We talk about looking at their diet and exercise. Are they staying active? Is there a way that we can help them become more engaged with activity? Is there a way that we can help their diet improve? Is there vaccines that we're missing an opportunity to initiate? The HPV vaccine is a big one for cervical cancer, so that's one that we really, focus on here at the younger age groups in our office.
And how long should they continue to do this? Is this something that you should plan on every year for a long time?
So generally speaking, yeah, plan on it every year, just to come in, review these things, get up to date with the screenings that we need up to date with, and then we kind of have that general discussion about how long do we really continue it once we kind of start to approach the elderly patient and kind of an independent decision making with each one.
Well, thank you so much for talking about Well Woman Visits with us.
Absolutely. Thanks.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The yellow jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people that we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry because you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do. Just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
Here in Rice Auditorium, NSIC basketball, Wayne State and Southwest Minnesota State. Let's take a look at our school spotlight as we get set for tonight's game between the Wildcats and the Mustangs. With apologies to our friends from Marshall, Minnesota, we're just going to focus on the Wildcats as we are part of News Channel Nebraska, and of course we are right now here in Wayne, Nebraska, for those who are uninitiated. Population just under 6,000. We're here in Rice Auditorium. Enrollment about 4,600, a touch over that, and the Wildcats in black and gold. That's our school spotlight, brought to you by Currency. Does your business need financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers? All you need is Currency. Visit gocurrency.com. Getting set for tonight's game. And Chad, we talked about the previous matchup between the Wildcats and the Mustangs. Wayne State had a lead about halfway through the second half, but talking with assistant coach Joel Stryker, said really it was turnovers and then just an inability to find a shot for long stretches of time, and Southwest Minnesota State then just kind of eventually ran away with it.
Yeah, and that's Wayne State's had that problem in the last couple games here, where just unable to find those points when they need them the most. And there go stretches where, they just go cold. The lid is on the basket, and they got to find a way to get the easy shot, maybe get to the foul line, something along those lines, and then close out all those defensive possessions with a rebound.
Wayne State, as we mentioned, sitting in ninth in the NSIC standings. They get into the top 8, and they host a tournament game in the NSIC tournament. Meanwhile, Southwest Minnesota State trying to shore up one of those top spots. This is a big game, and it's one of only two in the NSIC tonight. Wildcats looking to move into that all-important 8th slot. We are getting close to tip-off here in Rice Auditorium. We'll go ahead and take a break and be back with more after this on News Channel Nebraska.
Ashoff Construction of Osmond does it all when it comes to general contracting, from agricultural storage buildings to commercial office buildings, retail warehouses, or concrete contracting. No job is too big or too small. The AGI Sentinel buildings help safeguard crops and valuable assets, and Ashoff's professional builders handle the job from the design through the completion of the build. For a free estimate, contact Scott at 402-748-3551 today. Visit AshoffConstruction.com for more information.
Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't just see anyone, see the trainer. From bracing to home health and rehab products, they provide the right solutions to keep you moving. Whether it's a chronic condition or sudden injury, their expert team will help you find the perfect fit. With a wide range of in-stock orthopedic, sports medicine, or rehabilitation products, See the Trainer is dedicated to improving your quality of life. Visit the professionals at See the Trainer in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte.
My name is Deb Sedlacek, and at Elkhorn Valley Bank, there really is a difference. I think Elkhorn Valley Bank sets itself apart from other banks because we are such a family-oriented, small-town type of bank. We don't charge you for every little thing that there is. You can call us and feel like you know us. Anything you need help with, whether it's big, small, we're always there for you. Elkhorn Valley Bank, great for you, great for your community.
Basketball here on a cold night in Wayne, America. Snowy temperatures, but expecting a lot of athletes in the house as they're honoring them for their academic work tonight here in Rice Auditorium. But expecting potentially, hopefully, a raucous crowd as the top 25 Mustangs of Southwest Minnesota State come into town. As you look at this game, Chad, what do you see as a key for Wayne State if they're looking to be able to pull off this upset?
Well, and we've talked about this so far several times, finding that shot, knocking down the open shot when they get it, getting off to a good start, shooting the basketball from distance, and then defensively just limiting Southwest to one shot, getting the defensive boards and getting out and finding their offense.
Easier said than done when it comes to limiting the team in brown to just one shot. They are very long, very lanky, and very springy, if you will, Chad.
Yeah, it's an athletic Southwest team, and we're going to see a lot of it tonight. Should be a fun ball game.
These are two teams that have some history of success and under some names that people might recognize. Certainly Wayne State under Greg McDermott, now the Creighton coach, had a lot of success reaching the Division II tournament. And Southwest Minnesota State in that same era with Tim Miles had a lot of success as well.
Yeah, it's amazing when you go back a little bit in history and you see, some of the pedigrees of some of these programs and where some of these big names have come from.
Well, and Greg McDermott and his Blue Jays, they're taking on UConn tonight. Meanwhile, a Wayne State assistant, or former Wayne State assistant and former Wayne State player and former Wayne High girls basketball coach Eric Henderson, his South Dakota State team takes on UNO this week. On the women's side, we'll talk about this later tonight, but Ryan Williams, who led Wayne State to some success. He and former men's coach Rico Burkett, they're at Colorado State. Chris Kielsmeyer is at Cleveland State. And then you look at D2, Matt Merkin has Minot State in the top 25. He's a former Wayne State assistant. And Saul Phillips, coaching at Northern State, he's a former Wayne State assistant. A lot of coaching pedigree. You were correct there, Chad.
Yeah, a lot of success coming out of this gym. It's kind of hard to believe when you think of, it's Wayne America for a reason. So we'll lay claim to that.
You've been on those sidelines as well for some very successful Wayne State women's basketball seasons, as a three-pointer right out of the gate for Southwest.
Southwest comes out, little 1-2-2 token pressure. See if they can get some easy turnovers.
And that's what they do after the three-pointer from Omat. Then force the Wildcats into a giveaway, not the start that Coach Jeff Kaminsky was looking for, the winningest coach in Wayne State history.
Yeah, that's quite a feat considering some of those names that we've been talking about.
You're not kidding. And another bucket for the Mustangs, as it was Stevens that time getting to the rim for two, and just like that, it's 5-0 Mustangs.
Nothing coming easy so far for Wayne State, looking for an opening.
Barron fires way too strong, and the rebound to the Mustangs. Omat's going to fire again. This time leaves it short. Rebound to the Wildcats. And a nice bucket in transition for Farron. A good feed and a good find.
And hoping that can get him going tonight as a shooter when things aren't falling. If you can get to the free throw line, get a layup, something to see the ball go through the hoop.
And we talk about Farron. You talked about pedigree. Has been part of a very successful Omaha Scott program, winning some titles there. Three-pointer on the way, left short. McCulloch pulls down the rebound.
Wayne State pretty deliberate in their pace. Always look to attack, but they're going to make you play defense for at least 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Nice feed underneath as McCullough finds Matt Knoll for the flush. What a pass, what an offensive set for the Wildcats, and a nice response.
Yeah, great seal by Knoll underneath, and a nice high-low pass there by McCullough.
Good defensive pressure, but a man left wide open for three, and knocking that down is Bratton.
Yeah, those are the shots that will kill you defensively. Force that ball out of the middle, but give up the easy, uncontested three.
Good defensive pressure from the Mustangs again, but able to get the shot off is Saunders. Can't get it, but McCullough with the follow, and he's having a nice fast start for the Wildcats.
Yeah, that'll be really important for Wayne State to keep McCullough in this game, and causes the turnover there.
Stokes ended up coming up with it. Gets it to McCullough. He has it stripped away from him. Now the Mustangs running themselves. Alley-oop won't go, and it'll stick with the Mustangs.
Yeah, really, McCullough was kind of caught in no man's land there. Stuck that ball out, got it swatted away on him. Sprinted back down, though, was in on that defensive play there, knocking the ball out of bounds.
Just short of our first TV timeout. Southwest out of the inbounds, can't get it to go, but an open three-pointer at the top of the key won't go for Stevens. And rebound to McCullough. Here come the Wildcats. Top of the key for McCullough. It's that deliberate pace that you've talked about, Chad, as Farron leaves it short, but the offensive board by Kai Smith, and he puts it back in for two. We're tied up.
Nice unselfish play there for Wayne State, making the extra pass to Farron for the three. Wouldn't go, but Had the right guy right there, right spot, right time.
Nearly stolen away by Jay Saunders. The Omaha South Packer can be very tenacious defensively, Chad.
That's probably an understatement there.
Feels like he's been here in Rice Auditorium for about 19 years. Spin move off the glass, good for Stevens, and the lead back to Southwest.
A nice move by Stevens. Saunders, yeah, I'm not sure how long he's been here. 8, 9, maybe 10-year senior. I'm not sure.
Wildcats looking to answer. Barron has it poked away. This one's going to be a foul on Bratton.
You can see right off the bat, Bratton giving him no room at all. He's not helping off of him, knows he's the shooter. They're going to switch off now. Looks like Shaw's going to pick him up defensively.
That foul by Bratton was the first by either team in this game. Wildcats keep trying to get Farron open, but Makai Shaw, he's got tenacity of his own as Smith gets that to go before the shot clock buzzer, and we're tied up again at 10.
Really important for Wayne State to get a good look, get feet in the lane. That was almost right at the free throw line, breaks the defense down, knocks that shot down.
Mustangs now slowing it down with their set. Stevens spinning his way in. Right-hander won't go. Offensive rebound out to Shaw for 3. Off to the right. No good. Rebounded by Smith. Tries the alley-oop himself, and that will not be converted. And we'll go to a media break. We'll take a timeout. Back after this, you're watching college basketball on News Channel Nebraska.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
Our first half here tonight on News Channel Nebraska brought to you by Yankton Medical Clinic. At Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk, we're building a Norfolk legacy. One patient at a time, one generation at a time. From family practice to expert specialists, we're here for you today and every day. We're tied up at 10 here, Wayne State and Southwest Minnesota State. Alongside Chad Metzler, I'm Pat Jansen. And Chad, you know, it's a basketball game can be a long game with a lot of runs, but the way Southwest came out, both offensively and defensively, it looked like, ooh, this could potentially be a long night for Wayne State, but a good answer as the Wildcats headed into that first media break.
Yeah, Wayne State came right back at them aggressively and got it started on the defensive end. They've done a pretty good job. They've given up a couple second shots, but so far haven't been hurt by that, and just came out and attacked offensively.
Mustangs get the ball up the floor with Shaw. Now driving in and unable to get a go was Bratton, but the offensive board by Calvin Buss. Mustangs will reset. Bratton to Shaw. The floater at the free throw line is good, and the lead back to the Mustangs.
Got a little double team there trying to get the ball out of his hands, and Shaw did a nice job cutting to the basket from the top of the key there.
Wildcats go with Noah Erickson. He's double teamed at the block. Throws it away. Stolen by Bratton. In for the layup. No good. Smith did a nice job pressuring him, and the Wildcats dodge a bullet.
Bratton looked like he was lost, like he was unsure should he dunk it or what he should do with it.
Long three-pointer was no good by Erickson. Bratton has it poked away. He does keep it alive out to Shaw. Wayne State student section getting full-throated. Poked away by Smith. Smith to Farron. Has it stolen away from him. It goes out of bounds. We'll stick with the Wildcats. A lot of congestion in these fast break opportunities, Chad.
Yeah, there's when you go into the lane, there's 2-3 guys that are dropping down on you, packing down there. Farron tried to cut through a couple of them there. You could hear the student section unhappy about the no calls under there, but they're letting them play early in this game.
Into the ball game for the Wildcats, O'Neill native Landon Klassen. That's a good Holt County name, and a nice feed from McCullough as he finds Erickson for two. And just like that, we're tied up once again.
Yeah, another high-low action. Erickson, a great job of making that advanced post cut there once he gets the ball underneath.
Omot over in the left corner hit the first basket of the game. He's been quiet since. Good pressure here from Stokes. Shot on the run, no good. Scramble for the rebound. Klassen on the floor, but can't come up with it. Another offensive set for the Mustangs upcoming. And a foul. This one's going to be on Smith, who he has been a presence off the bench for the Wildcats tonight.
Yeah, he's had his hand on a couple balls defensively and scored the pull-up jumper early. It's important for Wayne State to limit it to one. That's about the third offensive rebound that Southwest is trying to get another shot out of.
Shaw dribbling against Erickson. Into the corner it goes. Pump fake and jumper good by Mason Lund. And the lead back to Southwest. Back and forth we go. 2-point lead for Southwest, then a tie, then another 2-point lead for Southwest. I feel like we've said that a number of times, Chad.
You know, and Wayne State's one of those teams. They've you know, their win-loss schedule looks the same way. They win 4 or 5 in a row. They won 2 or 3 in a row. They're right on the cusp of doing something really good. They just got to lock some things down here.
Turnovers by each team. Now Wayne State going to work offensively. Nice feed once again from McCullough, finding his man underneath Erickson. We've said that a couple times tonight. We're going to keep it here during the timeout. Got to figure that's a big part of the huddle, beg your pardon, for Brad Bigler and Southwest Minnesota State, trying to find a way to put a clamp on that play.
Yeah, not sure if Coach Bigler, if that was part of the scouting report, was they like to double the bigs and whatnot, but it's what's happening, and the other big is finding their way, or that person coming off the double, his man is finding a way to the basket. McCullough's doing a great job of finding him underneath.
As we just saw on the Meade Lumber instant replay, making you feel at home from design to finish. You know, Chad, if you've got a big who can pass the ball as well as McCullough has tonight and throughout the season, that is a luxury, as he's already got 3 assists. He leads both teams right now in the assist category.
Yeah, that is a luxury, is exactly. Usually you're a big. If you're a big, you're affectionately referred to as a black hole a lot of times. But if you get a big that can pass the ball and pass effectively, and man, that just opens up your offense so much.
Take a look at the Southwest Minnesota State huddle. That timeout that Coach Bigler called was right after it left the hands of Erickson. To say he was a little frustrated with the repeat success of that play might be a bit of an understatement.
Yeah, I think he was 3 steps out on the floor before the ball came out of the net.
Tied up at 14. Little over 10 minutes to play in the first half. Bratton has it stolen away by McCullough. McCullough's going to be stuffing the stat sheet tonight as it goes underneath. Shot no good by Stokes, who's battled some injury the last couple of games. Had limited minutes against Minnesota State, did not play against Concordia St. Paul.
Really nice run to the basket by Stokes there and a good find, just unable to finish that.
Good defensive pressure there by the Wildcats. It's going to be 10 to shoot for Southwest off this inbounds pass. Bratton in the corner. To the baseline it goes. Driving, shot no good, but Stevens is fouled. Tough way to end that defensive possession for Wayne State after they defended so good for all but 1 second in that shot clock.
Yeah, that was a really nice job for about 27 seconds of playing great defense. And Stevens, I think, is a point of emphasis for this Southwest team. He's gotten the ball in the post here about 4 times and really goes to work once he gets it there.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more basketball after this on News Channel Nebraska.
Teammates Mentoring is in need of mentors, especially for students in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. Meeting with a student just once a week in school can make a positive impact on their life by providing a sense of hope and helping them reach their full potential. 92% of Teammates Mentors report that they leave their mentoring time in a better mood than when they arrive. So what are you waiting for? Head over to teammates.org today to learn more information about how you can get involved. Join the team. Be a mentor.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today. (14-14), halfway through the first half here in Wayne, America. First free throw by Stevens is good. He's got 5 points, gives the lead back to Southwest Minnesota State. Second, no good. And the rebound hauled in by Ryan Blum.
Your Wayne State, you'll take that.
You'll take that too. The and one for Cody McCullough, having himself a game already tonight.
And literally anything you can do, right? right back at him, goes up, big physical play, draws the contact.
He's gotten more physical as his career has gone on. Free throw good. It's a 2-point lead for the Wildcats, their first lead of the evening.
Yeah, it's turned himself into a very capable free throw shooter too, which is so important when you play the type of game he plays.
And a block! Ahead come the Wildcats looking to seize momentum. Three-pointer, good! Knocked down by Jay Saunders, and the building has come alive, Chad.
Defense is sparking the offense. That's what the Cats need, and that's what's going to get your student section going.
It'll slow down a little bit here with a foul on the Wildcats. Believe that one's on Saunders?
Yeah, I think that's who they got.
The and one opportunity for the Mustangs now as Omat gets it to fall. He's now got 5 points and a chance for a 3-point play.
Strong finish at the rim there by Omat, coming off that little wheel screen, little wheel action on the inbounds there.
Free throw by the lefty, too strong. And the rebound secured by the Wildcats as Blum gets his hand on it. 3-point Wildcat edge. Again, they led in the first half, actually in the second half too, against the Mustangs up in Marshall. Long pass to the corner. Stokes, three-pointer, no good. Rebound, McCullough. And he's going to get whistled for a travel.
Good look by Stokes there in the corner of Wayne State. His man comes off to double McCullough when the ball gets in there. Wayne State does a nice job of getting it out and finding him there. He can knock a few of those down. That's going to change this game.
Certainly feel like the roof was about to pop off this place if he did hit that.
Yeah, it's always a different world when you get the students involved.
Steal as Stokes able to get it up ahead to Smith. Farron again guarded tightly. Into the paint. Nice feed for Blum high off the glass.
Feet in the paint do so many good things for you. Farron with a great drive, gets his both feet in the paint, plays off 2 feet. Blum with a great cut and a great find.
Southwest needing to stem the tide a little bit, but they won't this time around as a travel called on Landon Pekorski, the Gretna native. And back to the Wildcats it goes.
And McCullough getting some much needed rest here. Good job by the Cats. Finding a way defensively and offensively while he's not on the floor.
Nice feed and a foul. Going to the line will be Matt Knoll, the freshman from Bishop Heelan High School in Sioux City.
Bratton out of position on the help there. Nice pick and roll. Good feed to Knoll going to the basket.
Knoll hits the first. Halftime. Don't forget to stick around for that. Brought to you by Visit Kearney. Find it all in Kearney. Also brought to you by Insurance 365, the healthcare specialists you want to do business with.
2 big free throws there by Knoll. Extends this lead for the Wildcats. They need to keep it going on the defensive end here.
Biggest lead of the game as Nasir Brinton now in for the Wildcats. Drive, shot no good, and out of bounds on the attempted offensive rebound to go back to the Wildcats.
Good possession defensively for the Cats. Southwest, very athletic, attacking the basket. You can tell that's where they're trying to get to. Wayne State doing a nice job of keeping that ball handler as contained as they can.
Binion with at the top of the key. Into the paint, feed, and blocked by Omat. Stevens spinning out to Omat from a corner 3. No good. Wildcats look to run. Farron fires. Left it short. Bodies all over the floor. Omat starts the run. And a travel. Turnovers really sneaking up to bite the Mustangs right now.
Yeah, that's the third or fourth time that they've gotten in a hurry, shuffled those feet on the dribble. But you can tell this is the pace that they want to play.
24-17. Largest lead of the game by either team. Turnovers, mentioned those, 13 combined, 7 for Southwest, 6 for Wayne State, as the three-pointer left short by Bloom.
Good luck by Bloom there. Those are the kind of shots, those wide open, uncontested threes that you're hoping to find.
Feed on the baseline. Shot won't go by Lund, but Wildcats bail him out with a foul.
Yeah, late whistle there, but Lund got him on the release. Might have got him right in the nose. I couldn't tell.
Lund to go to the line for two. Hits the first. Let's take a look once again on our Meade Lumber instant replay. And, oh, yeah, that follow-through by Binion might have been the difference there, Chad.
Yeah, and Lund does a nice job of playing a little short corner on that dribble penetration by the guards. His man helps. He's going to be the valve.
McCullough back in the game. Not a real long break for him. Binion looking for him. Instead, it's swung around for Smith. Driving baseline. Back out. Top of the key. Goes through Farron's hands. And Shaw can't finish the layup, but do you know who can? Calvin Buss with authority.
Three cats in the area of that basketball. I think all three thought the other one was going to get it. Southwest comes through and
aggressive defense, and Farron hits the deck. Wildcat fans wanted the foul a lot sooner than that. They finally get it, and Shaw, I think, with a little bit of a sarcastic clap.
I think the student section was politely clapping that call, from what I could tell.
Three-pointer on the way, no good from Knoll. Here comes Shaw. Omot with it, back in the corner for Shaw. Southwest has done a pretty good job of withstanding that Wayne State momentum and battling their way back in as Shaw fires the fadeaway three, hits it, and we've got a tie ball game once again, Chad.
Yeah, they're relentless in attacking the basket. Coach Kaminsky did not like the look to the bench there by Shaw, but really a dynamic attack. They do a nice job of centering the basketball on offense and forcing you to make decisions defensively.
5 ties, 1 lead change as McCullough trying to weave his way in. Did keep his pivot foot. Binion has it poked away, but back it goes for McCullough. Can't get a shot off in time. And now Southwest has a chance to regain the lead. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a break. Be back with more after this on News Channel Nebraska.
Pain can affect every aspect of your life. Chronic back, neck, nerve, and other pain can make work feel impossible, stop you from doing the activities you enjoy, and can even lead to stress and trouble sleeping. If you are dealing with pain for an extended amount of time and are struggling to do normal day-to-day tasks, turn to Dr. Balkaya or Dr. Prince at Faith Regional Physician Services to help you find relief. When you're experiencing chronic pain, finding the source of the pain is our first step. Our specialists use a wide range of diagnostic tests to determine how to control or manage your pain. You can expect us to discuss your goals, preferences, and lifestyle to create a treatment plan that uses innovative and safe techniques. You deserve to enjoy a pain-free life. Take the next step. Visit frpsclinics.org to meet our pain management specialists.
Tie ball game here in Rice Auditorium. A little over 4 minutes left in the first half. Had some momentum swings from both teams, Chad. How do the Wildcats go ahead and get that momentum back and get this raucous student section back on their side?
Well, they did a nice job of attacking early and forcing Southwest to play maybe a little bit faster than they really wanted to. Created a few turnovers that way. Southwest has kind of come back to their speed that they want to play at now, and really has done a nice job attacking the basket. The Cats need to start it again defensively here, right? One and done, and contain the ball handler as much as possible.
Mustangs looking to regain the lead. That's exactly what they do as Stephen Kramer takes it all the way to the rack. Relatively uncontested, and it's back to a 2-point lead for the Mustangs.
Yeah, that was one little fake and go, and there was nobody there to do anything about it.
Shot won't go, but 2 free throws upcoming for the Wildcats. Knoll does a nice job of absorbing the contact, and he has a chance to go to the line and tie it back up.
Good-looking freshman out of Bishop Heelan. They've had one or two good athletes come out of there in the past.
Certainly in this part of the state, folks very familiar with the Sioux City area basketball teams. Not that there's ever been a shortage of talent. You think of the likes of Kirk Heinrich.
And all the sports have benefited from some Heelan players.
Well, Knoll does his job. He ties it back up at 26 with 3.5 left to play first half. A foul on the floor. This one's either going to go on Knoll or Farron. They give it to Farron with the reach in.
A lot of dribble handoff action there. Seeing if you're going to switch that, if you're going to stay with that. Farron just got caught on that wide dribble that Kramer uses.
Stevens spinning, blocked by McCullough. One of the best shot blockers in Wayne State school history. And he gets another. He's the 4th player in school history with 100 blocked shots. One more, and he'll tie Eric Henderson, the current head coach of South Dakota State.
That's some good company right there.
Hendo, we used the word tenacious earlier. He was a far different man on the court than off it, as the three-pointer, no good, rebounded by Smith.
Yeah, if you came through the lane and Hendo was playing defense, you were going to pay a toll.
Three-pointer on the way, nailed by Stokes, the Pennsylvania native, and the lead is back to Wayne State.
Big shot by Stokes. 2 minutes left in the half. See if Wayne State can use this momentum to carry him through.
Omot has a three-pointer tonight. One more would give him 200 for his career. Shot no good, but a foul on the floor. It's going to stick with the Mustangs.
Looks like they maybe got Stokes on the rebound.
They are in the bonus, so it'll be a 1-and-1. Kramer, the Johnston, Iowa native, who came to Southwest from USD, the University of South Dakota. He hits the first free throw, makes it a 2-point game. That one's good as well. We've got a 1-point contest.
A lot of time left in this first half. Really important Wayne State gets a good look here.
McCullough out to Smith. Long three, too strong. McCullough got his hands on it. Now off the ricochet, gets it and lays it in for two.
Big break for Wayne State. Shaw with a great job of going after that loose ball. Tips it to McCullough. Big play for Wayne State here, into the half.
Shot blocked once again. Three-pointer on the way. Good! Sean Stokes.
Threes in transition, huge for momentum. Gets the crowd involved.
Under a minute to go, first half. Ball out of bounds. They say it was batted out by Smith. Wildcat bench maybe thought otherwise.
Nice job defensively there. Southwest had Wayne State in the switch. Big mismatch underneath. We're able to deflect that out of bounds before Southwest could take advantage of it.
Inbounded just in time for the Mustangs. 7 on the shot clock. Omot driving in on the run. Won't go. Rebound McCullough. Into the corner for Smith. Back out. Stokes gets it!
That's 3 in a row.
It is good to have him back if you're a Wildcat fan.
You can see how important he is. He's played well defensively. And come down and hit probably the 3 biggest shots of the night in the last few possessions.
Just a fraction of a second separating shot clock and game clock. Stolen away by Farron. 2 seconds driving in. Gets it! What a finish to the half for Wayne State as they pull ahead by double digits, 39-28. What a finish, Chad.
That was an incredible finish. I was just going to say Wayne State doing a great job of forcing Southwest to play so much farther out than they want, and they get that turnover, and Farron. Student section, of course, wanted to foul and an and one. We'll take the bucket.
Well, they were looking at the replay, I assume, to check the timing. Basket does look like it counts, so we'll go ahead and take a break. We'll be back with halftime after this on News Channel Nebraska.
Let's get moving, Nebraska. Show us how you stay healthy and you could really make a difference. Capture these moments, whether it's a walk in the park, playing with your kids or pets, biking or swimming, or even cooking a healthy meal, and share them with us. Each week, one lucky winner will choose a school to receive a $500 donation from Medica. Join the fun and make a difference. Submit today at newschannelnebraska.com and your school could win $500. Stretch Across Nebraska, presented by Medica with News Channel Nebraska.
There are many details that can set your dream apart from anyone else's. But what sets the banks you are considering apart from each other? At Madison County Bank, what sets us apart from other lenders is flexibility. We offer a wide variety of loans, and we pride ourselves on providing lending options for commercial, residential, agriculture, and even unique properties that make your dreams a reality. Madison County Bank, here to help you grow.
At Wayne State, unlimited opportunities start with you, plus the power of us. It's the power of the classroom teacher, inspiring the next generation. Business entrepreneurs, soaring with success. Healthcare professionals, caring for their communities. Leaders in arts and sciences, making their mark on the world. With the power of Wayne State behind you, there's nothing you can't do. Learn more at ExploreWayneStateCollege.com.
Halftime here at Rice Auditorium. The Wayne State men's basketball team finishes with a flurry to take a 39-28 lead over top 25 foe Southwest Minnesota State before the break. Then Several of the players honored for their academic achievements. They didn't get to go in the locker room right away, but you know what? We're here, still working hard too. Want to bring you the halftime show brought to you by the Kearney Sportsplex. Kearney Sportsplex is going to be one heck of a facility going into the Buffalo County area, opening this spring. Going to feature a 59,000 plus square foot hardwood gymnasium. A lot of basketball players will be built there, I'm sure. 3,000 plus spectator bleachers, 8 regulation high school basketball courts, or up to 12 volleyball courts, or 20 plus wrestling mats. That is going to be one heck of a facility in central Nebraska, Chad.
Yeah, I don't know if there's another one in the state of Nebraska quite like it. I know the CHI Center, or whatever it's called now, you know, they try to utilize it as much as possible, but I don't think it's near that big.
Well, one thing that's big, and we weren't really expecting to be all that big, is the Wayne State lead against this Southwest Minnesota State team. Just a flurry of activity at the end of that first half, Chad.
Yeah, and Fleury is right. Two teams that are really physically really getting after each other. It's hard to get anything open, and you really have to. You see why, this game is so different at the college level than it is at the high school level, because the physicality of it, it is, for me anyway, is so much fun to see. And then to see that, find that open man, Stokes hitting 3 threes there in his time, and then the turnover at the end and the layup at the buzzer. I mean, you want to talk about a momentum swing. I'm sure Wayne State would have liked to have taken about a 1-minute break and come right back out and play the second half.
At one point, Southwest Minnesota State led this game 26-25. It has been a 14-2 run since that point to close the half for the Wildcats. That is something Coach Jeff Kaminsky has to just be salivating over and hoping that he can keep that momentum going into the second half.
Yeah, and we say this all the time, but it's the defense that sparks the offense. And so if their defense can keep playing aggressive and keep contesting shots, keep holding Southwest to one shot and getting that defensive rebound, it really turns the trick, and it sends them the other way. It gets their offense going.
39-28, that's the halftime score. Wayne State on top of Southwest Minnesota State. We'll take a break. Be back with more halftime coverage after this on News Channel Nebraska.
I woke up in the night, actually was awake all night long with chest pains and going down my left arm. My husband brought me into the emergency room, and they started doing all kinds of tests. And by noon, they decided they needed to do surgery, so I had bypass surgery done. The nurses and everybody I encountered were wonderful. Dr. Brown did my surgery for me. He was so good. I was set up for 12 weeks of rehab, 3 days a week. And I had not had a doctor in town because we were new enough in town. So Dr. Rome was the one that took me on, and so he has been my heart doctor since. Well, I just can't say enough thank you. I feel like they probably saved my life and have made it very rewarding to go on and be connected with the people, especially at rehab. With the help of Faith Regional, I became a heart hero.
So I was a former smoker. My breathing got really bad. My family finally insisted I go to a pulmonologist. And that's when they did tests and diagnosed me with COPD and asthma. Because there's nothing worse than not being able to breathe. And they helped me tremendously. They've helped me get my lung function back. With the help of Faith Regional, I've become a lung hero.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Amish Home, we want to help you live better, longer, with a complete selection of health-focused power chairs from Ultra Comfort. Ultra Comfort features zero-gravity positioning, giving you that weightless feeling and increasing your circulation. Elevate your feet, release tension, reduce swelling, and maximize blood flow. They are fully programmable to your customized settings. With the softest, easy-to-clean fabrics, the entire family is able to enjoy the benefits of your new Ultra Comfort power chair. Live better, longer with Ultra Comfort at TC Amish Home in Norfolk.
The halftime show is brought to you by Visit Kearney. Find it all in Kearney. And by Insurance 365, your local expert for your Medicare plans.
Halftime here in Rice Auditorium. Wayne State recognizing the academic efforts of their student athletes. So we get a little bit of a longer halftime program tonight. Wayne State on the floor on top 39-28 over Southwest Minnesota State. Let's take a look at the highlights and see how we got to this point. Wildcats 17th ranked Mustangs. Omot fires up the three-pointer, gets things going. He's now one shy of 200 for his career. Wayne State got down early, but the nice pass from McCullough to Knoll. That gets things going for the Wildcats. Got them within one on that play. Then back to work go the Mustangs. Spinning in the paint is Stevens. He gets it to go. Wayne State goes to the youngster Smith from the free throw line. He ties it up. We saw a whole bunch of ties and a couple lead changes in that first half. Then we see McCullough spinning and finding Erickson for two. Tying it up once more. Mustangs then take the lead once again with Lund hitting the mid-range jumper. Wildcats start to go to work once again as the pass finds Ryan Bloom. Mustangs go on the fast break. Shaw can't connect, but following through is Buss, and he slams it home. Then it goes back to Shaw for three, tying it in front of the Wayne State bench. Gives Coach Kaminsky a look. He didn't love it. Then Stokes starts to go to work. Hits the three-pointer, one of three in a row for the Pennsylvania native. And then ending the half with a fast break layup is J.J. Farron. A little bit of contact, no foul, but he gets the bucket to go and gives Wayne State their largest lead of the night. 39-28, that's the halftime score. We'll take a break, be back with more after this on News Channel Nebraska.
Nebraska, it's time to celebrate our community heroes. Do you know a local hero who dedicates their time to make your community better? Someone who leads with a vision for a brighter tomorrow and inspires others to join? Nominate them today for the Community Hero Program, thanks to Medica. Each month, one Nebraska hero will be chosen and will get to choose a nonprofit to receive a $1,000 donation. Let's honor those who make our community shine. Community Hero, celebrating the heart of Nebraska.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
One thing about working, we've always
had employers that took care of all the health care for us. Navigating that was kind of scary, unknown.
We tried to do it on our own, but weren't too confident with, was this really what we should be doing? Sarah is a very welcoming, warm person, and we really enjoy working with her. We laugh, we giggle.
She presented several scenarios, kind of took over where the employer left off.
See, it's all on who you can trust, right, hon?
Yes, dear.
At Wayne State, unlimited opportunities start with you, plus the power of us. It's the power of the classroom teacher, inspiring the next generation. Business entrepreneurs, soaring with success. Healthcare professionals, caring for their communities. Leaders in arts and sciences, making their mark on the world. With the power of Wayne State behind you, there's nothing you can't do. Learn more at exploreWayneStateCollege.com.
Teammates Mentoring is in need of mentors, especially for students in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. Meeting with a student just once a week in school can make a positive impact on their life by providing a sense of hope and helping them reach their full potential. 92% of Teammates Mentors report that they leave their mentoring time in a better mood than when they arrive. So what are you waiting for? Head over to Teammates.org today to learn more information about how you can get involved. Join the team. Be a mentor.
Pain can affect every aspect of your life. Chronic back, neck, nerve, and other pain can make work feel impossible, stop you from doing the activities you enjoy, and can even lead to stress and trouble sleeping. If you are dealing with pain for an extended amount of time and are struggling to do normal, day-to-day tasks, turn to Dr. Balkaya or Dr. Prince at Faith Regional Physician Services to help you find relief. When you're experiencing chronic pain, finding the source of the pain is our first step. Our specialists use a wide range of diagnostic tests to determine how to control or manage your pain. You can expect us to discuss your goals, preferences, and lifestyle to create a treatment plan that uses innovative and safe techniques. You deserve to enjoy a pain-free life. Take the next step. Visit frpsclinics.org to meet our pain management specialists.
The halftime show is brought to you by Visit Kearney. Find it all in Kearney. And by Insurance 365, your local expert for your Medicare plans.
Halftime here in Rice Auditorium. Some folks enjoying the game more than others. The youngster, I hope she's enjoying one of her first Wildcat games. Certainly Wayne State fans are. 39-28 at the break. And Chad, how do the Wildcats keep that momentum coming out of the locker room?
Well, defensively, the Wildcats have done a nice job of putting some pressure on the ball. They've created a lot of turnovers. Southwest, I'm sure, is not used to turning the ball over as much as they have, and they've started it defensively. Let's see if they can start it offensively here in the second half.
Wayne State looking to build on their lead. Trying to go inside for McCullough. He got hooked, and that's a quick foul on the Mustangs.
Yeah, right away, Sean Stokes on the floor here for the Wildcats, starts second half.
Saunders with it to the top for Stokes. Around it goes for Knoll. Into the corner. 5 on the shot clock. Farron fires. Hits! When you're hot, you're hot.
Big shot for Wayne State. Big shot for Farron. Trying to get off on the mark here. That was a deep three, NBA three.
Contested shot, rebound to the Wildcats. In for McCullough, he's bumped and fouled. That one's going to go against Bratton.
Bratton giving a little bit of the hands up, thought he had good position. Coach Bigler wondering the same thing. McCullough doing a nice job just working his tail off down in the post.
Spinning, left-hander won't go. Rebound to the Mustangs with Stevens pulling it down. Bratton loses his footing. It's stolen away from him as it's Stokes who gets his hands on it.
Southwest going a couple quick subs on the next horn.
Stokes now has 2 steals tonight. Drives baseline, won't go. Rebound to the Mustangs with Kramer pulling it in. Kramer has it poked away by McCullough. Stokes fires the 3. That was a bit of a heat check. It's going to go to the Mustangs. But Wayne State has not taken the foot off the gas pedal yet, Chad.
No, they're still attacking at both ends of the floor. Southwest a little bit unhappy with poking the ball out here. And Coach Bigler just got a technical.
Wow. You can kind of feel the mood of this one getting away from the Mustangs at times, unless that's one of those technicals where Coach is trying to light a fire a little bit.
Yeah, Coach Bigler is one of the good ones in the league, and I think that was a message more for his team than anything else.
Barron hits. Can't get the second one. He's an 81% free throw shooter, is Barron.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd like to have that second one back. Southwest right now has more turnovers in the second half so far than shots taken.
Not what you're used to seeing from Southwest, if we're being honest.
Yeah, really dynamic ball club.
Three-pointer. That one's no good from Shaw. Scramble for the rebound. It's going to stick with the Mustangs.
Just like that, they're so good at getting feet in the paint, finding the open man. Southwest is keeping the ball alive.
You mentioned those turnovers. 11 for the game for the Mustangs. That's more than they average per game all season. Contact and a foul. This one's going to go against Knoll. Game kind of being ground to a halt here a little bit.
Yeah, and that works in Southwest favor here. Grinding this game to the halt, getting a couple whistles called on Wayne State.
Kramer tries to go to work on Stokes. Picks up his dribble, kicks out to Lund for 3, airballs it, and the Wayne State student section is going to let him hear it.
Yeah, Wayne State desperately needed a stop there. Southwest had the ear of the official that whole possession. Was able to get a couple whistles.
Got to imagine the weather tonight has impacted the crowd just a little bit, but this student section in proper voice, when you get the Rice Rowdies at full effect, it can have an impact on some NSIC basketball games.
Yeah, especially when you're honoring the athletes and the other athletes, and they stick around for the game, they're going to be heard.
Got a women's game coming up after this. Nice feed from Smith to McCullough. McCullough can't get it to go, but he's got 2 shots upcoming.
And if you're Wayne State, this is what you want. You want to, every possession, really nice pick and roll. McCullough would love to have that one back and finish. Gets himself to the line here.
At one point, Southwest Minnesota State was up 26-25. It's now a 19-2 run for the Wildcats.
And right before that, I believe Wayne State was up, may have been 24-17. It's been a game of runs.
Indeed it has, as McCullough goes 1 of 2. Kramer in the lane, battling off contact. Can't get the shot to go, but he does have 2 free throws upcoming.
That's a tough call. Defensively there, I think it was on Stokes. Pretty good defense. Kramer did a nice job of leaning into him, drawing that contact. The official that makes that call in a tough angle to see that lean.
Yeah, that is indeed the second foul on Stokes. He stays in the game. McCullough comes out. 2 free throws connected. It's a 14-point ball game. Erickson has it poked away momentarily, but gets it back to his teammate Smith. Patient possession here for the Wildcats. 5 on the shot clock. Knoll fadeaway won't go. Rebound to the Mustangs. Shaw all the way in. Foul. And honestly, that's what Southwest needs right now, is that level of pace and aggression from their leader.
And that's what Southwest is looking for. Attacking the basket. Let's turn this into a 94-foot game. Defensively at the other end, they pushed Wayne State way out. They were clear out the volleyball standard trying to run their offense. And that changes your angles and changes your reaction times and stuff. And Wayne State, again, needs to make sure that they don't get caught up. And everybody loves to run, but some teams are really good at it.
Shaw goes 1 of 2 from the line. On the season, he's now 38 of 52, just under 75%. Farron fires the 3. That's off. Putback attempt, no good, but a foul. And free throws upcoming for the Wildcats, with Erickson cleaning up the glass.
Nice job by Erickson going to the offensive boards there. A good look by Farron. Looks like he's aiming it a little bit instead of just letting it fly like he did on the 25-footer he shot a little while ago.
Erickson, a senior, played his ball at Millard North in high school. Certainly knows how to win. There have been a few Mustangs to come through Wayne State recently as Erickson misses the first free throw. And there's that look at the shot of Farron that you were talking about. Then the putback attempt by Erickson. This one no good as well. Kept alive, at least temporarily, by Knoll. However, rebound to the Mustangs.
Wayne State really shooting themselves in the foot at the free throw line right now. That's 3 or 4 missed free throws in the last couple minutes.
Now 7 of 11 at the line, as speaking of a miss, there's a missed layup by the Mustangs, nearly a missed rebound for the Wildcats, and what a scoop shot there by Knoll. Lead back to 15.
Nice run by Knoll, filling the lane on the transition. Good find by Farron. Lays it one hand, left hand never touches.
What a feed by Shaw, finding Buss. Wisconsin native to Wisconsin native. And the Wayne State lead back down to 13.
Yeah, if you get behind that defense, sometimes you disappear and they lose you. They turn their back on you, you go to the basket. Pretty basic basketball there. He did a nice job of doing that, and they did a great job of finding him.
Saunders' fadeaway on the baseline is no good. Rebound hauled in by Stevens. Bratton, who looks like he could play fullback. Now back down to Stevens. Left-handed scoop shot, good. He's got moves.
Yeah, he's tough underneath. Double teamed even. He was front and backed. Great spin move. What a pass.
Yeah, what a pass from Smith. The finish not there for the Wildcats. Now Shaw looking to run. Out into the corner for a 3. No good. Rebound hauled in, and a long pass from Knoll to Farron. And Farron decides, you know what, let's hold up just a bit.
Farron had a little 1-on-2 action and didn't like it.
Knoll was the guy who had hit the deck for the Wildcats, then got the rebound, had the long baseball pass as Saunders shakes his head, can't find the shot.
Yeah, Saunders is struggling from the field, but defensively he's been tough. Knoll literally got shoved out of bounds, two-handed shoved out of bounds, and then got up and sprinted to the other end and got that rebound.
That's the type of basketball we're seeing tonight. We'll take a break, be back with more of it after this. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
At Wayne State, unlimited opportunities start with you, plus the power of us. It's the power of the classroom teacher, inspiring the next generation. Business entrepreneurs, soaring with success. Healthcare professionals, caring for their communities. Leaders in arts and sciences, making their mark on the world. With the power of Wayne State behind you, there's nothing you can't do. Learn more at ExploreWayneStateCollege.com.
Some timeout antics here. Somebody trying to win some prizes at Rice Auditorium. I'm not sure either one wanted to win. They're missing a few more shots than the Wildcats and Mustangs here. It has been up and down action, Chad Metzler.
Yeah, this has been, again, two teams just getting after each other at both ends of the floor. It's not for the weak of heart tonight.
Well, and it's not for either of these teams either. If you're looking at the NSIC standings, so teams 5 through 8 in the NSIC get to host a first-round tournament game. Then the quarterfinals, semifinals, and championship are held in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. There's extra importance for Wayne State to get into that top 8. Their last game of the regular season is at Minot State. As Omot hits the 3, he's now got 200 on his career. So Wayne State finishes at Minot State. They would get back to Wayne, America in the wee hours of Sunday morning, pretty late into Sunday morning, and then would have to leave for wherever they play Tuesday for a Wednesday night game if they have to go on the road. That's why getting into that top 8 is really important for the Wildcats.
And that's something that the average fan doesn't realize. Great move by McCullough in the post there, a little drop step. But they don't realize the wear and tear on the teams that have to travel and have to, we're not traveling by, private jet or anything like that. You're getting on a bus and hoping the electronics work and, so on and so forth. So it is taxing, to say the least.
Good board by Omot. We've been on some of those road trips, I feel like.
Yes. Yeah, and some of those they get long.
In the NSIC, going up to places like Duluth, Minot, Bemidji, those are not short trips. And that's not a short shot by Bratton. And suddenly, we're back to a single-digit ball game, Chad.
Yeah, Southwest has come out and extended their defense and kind of slowed Wayne State down. It's hard for Wayne State to find that open look here.
Stokes was trapped there right along his bench. It does stick with the Wildcats with 16 on the shot clock.
Yeah, and we knew that Southwest would not go away. A team that, with their record and their ability, is not going to go away. You're going to have to earn this.
Long shot by Saunders, no good. Rebound to the Mustangs. This one's important for Southwest, too. They're pushing for that top seed. And we got a jump ball here. It's going to stick with the Mustangs. Southwest, with the win tonight, would move into first place. They'd have a half-game lead over Concordia St. Paul, a team that just defeated Wayne State. That would be a huge pickup for Southwest. Dropping that, obviously, would be a tough one for the team in Brown as well.
Yeah, I'm guessing that dropping that one is going to take away that first round top seed. Oh, first round 1 seed on that, and that 1 seed is so important.
Foul goes against Bloom. That'll be his second. Omot going to the line to shoot. Now, interestingly, if you are a top 4 seed, you don't get to host a playoff game. A tournament game. It's a little bit like the college football playoff. You instantly just go to Sioux Falls for the quarterfinals and then potentially the semifinals and finals.
Yeah, and that's, it's kind of a give and take there, because you don't get to host, but you also get to skip that round, potentially get some nicks and bumps and bruises healed. And
what a turn of events there. Omot misses 2 free throws. McCullough gets the layup on the other end.
Yeah, I was just going to say Omot has done a nice job coming out and getting them back in this game, and then he misses those 2 free throws.
Kramer's going to fire up the 3. He buries it. That rattles home. Back to a 6-point ball game. Just chipping away are the Mustangs.
Yep, and there's always somebody. They're just picking people up, daring you to shoot it. Those are the shots that Wayne State has to hit.
Saunders has been waiting to find his stroke. He hits it right there.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's see if that gets him going here. Seeing that ball go through the hoop, that's a huge shot for him.
Kramer just tucks and drives. Looks like a running back getting to the basket, gets it to go. Chance for an and one.
And Kramer's one of those guys. He's going to drive first, shoot second, go to the basket. Southwest is so dynamic on the basketball.
Kramer is a guard, but sneakily big at 6'5", 200. That's why he started out at the D1 level. Hits the free throw. He's perfect from the line tonight, and it's back to a 6-point game.
Yeah, that's a tough defensive assignment, an explosive guard at 6'5".
Saunders trying to battle Shaw. Shaw took a pretty big hit on the screen. McCullough spinning in, back out Saunders. Dumps it in for McCullough, 10 on the shot clock. Driving in, shot, won't go. Rebound to that big guard, Kramer.
On the run here, attacks the basket.
Poked away, but they're gonna get the foul and a chance for 2 more free throws for Kramer. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. Back after this on News Channel Nebraska.
With 2 board-certified physicians, Dr. Charles Harper and Dr. Alan Spanel offers a high level of expertise in internal medicine. If you're over age 18 and ready to find a trusted physician who will be with you throughout your years, Dr. Harper and Dr. Spanel are ready to provide you with the medical care you need. Whether you are healthy or have several medical conditions, as internal medicine physicians, they provide the care you need. Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk location offers so much care so close to home.
Our second half here in Wayne, America, brought to you by Visit Lincoln. See and experience all that Lincoln has to offer. Discover more at lincoln.org. A little bit of a travel southward for Southwest Minnesota State. Not all the way down to Lincoln, obviously, but here in Wayne, America, in case you're wondering where Marshall, Minnesota is. Well, you could probably guess by the name of the school, Southwest Minnesota, but about 3.5 hours it takes to travel a little further southwest into Wayne County. And right now, the Mustangs chipping away at this Wildcat lead as they try and work their way back into the lead. Wayne State has they took control of the game late first half, early second half. Now trying to hang on to it.
Yeah, and you said it earlier, they've just chipped away. The technical, if you look at the technical by Coach Bidler and where we were scoring-wise, that's really it kind of provided that spark for Southwest, and they've been on a run ever since that.
And Kramer has come up big at the free throw line time after time. Biggest lead has been 16 for the Wildcats. Next free throw also good for Kramer. At the free throw line now, 7 of 7 is Kramer, and it's back to a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, Southwest is still extending, still trying to trap along the sidelines, and then once that ball is reset, they just match up man-to-man.
Saunders to McCullough, out to Stokes in the corner. He's been hot tonight, can't get that one to go, but there's going to be a foul, I believe, on Omot going over the back of Saunders.
I think they actually caught Shaw there holding on to one of Saunders' arms when he tried to jump. His feet went in the air and his body didn't.
That'll do it, Chad.
I don't jump, so I don't have to worry about that.
Same. You could maybe slip the phone book of Winside under my feet as Farron misses the three-pointer.
There's probably a lot of people who don't know what a phone book is anymore.
Not a lot of people on this floor, I'm sure. Stevens trying to go to work against McCullough. Now kicks it back out. Kramer, free three-pointer by Bratton. And we've got a 1-point ball game, Chad Metzler.
Yeah, and Wayne State has done a good job on Stevens in the post here in the second half, but he's done a good job of finding the open man and kicking out, and they've knocked down those shots. It's one of the reasons why they're vying for that top spot, is their ability to do so.
It was a big run in the second half that gave Southwest the win in Marshall as Klassen gets the offensive board. Wildcats trying to avoid a similar fate this time around.
Yeah, like I said, that technical, I think Wayne State was up 14 or 16, something like that at that technical. And those are not the shots you're looking for if you're Wayne State. Southwest doing a great job defensively.
The air ball from Farron, then Bratton looked like he was on line with that, but just a bit too strong. Wildcats hang on to the edge.
Yeah, Bratton looked like he was feeling it there. Couldn't wait to get the ball back.
Hand off to Farron, loses his dribble. Poked away once again. It's a scramble on the floor. And I think, yes, the referee nails it. Kramer grabbed it while it was on the line. He's arguing. But from right up here, that was exactly the right call.
Yeah, eagle eyes to Pat Jansen right there. That ball looked like it was just touching the line. And there were a whole bunch of hands on it, or going for it. And, yeah, Kramer was the one. And he doesn't believe it, but...
I will admit, I am the son of an official, but we had the exact line on it from right here.
Yes. Yeah, we actually have almost as good an angle as the official does. And I've been an official, so...
Kudos to you. Klassen, kudos to him as well. Hits the three, and Wayne State needed that.
Yeah, great ball movement there. Klassen just lets it fly. See if they can turn it around on the defensive end.
Bratton now out to Omot. Bratton once again, now to Kramer. Nearly has it poked away. He's stuck in the lane. He's got moves, though. He may be a guard, but he's watched some Kevin McHale tape.
Yeah, he plays off 2 feet really well. Gets in the lane, gets those feet down. A lot of ball fakes.
Bloom, he nails drills the three. Bench three-pointers coming up big for the Wildcats.
These are the shots they've been looking for. We were talking about in the pregame. Big shots. Who's going to step in and take that next one?
Speaking of big plays, how about Kai Smith? Perhaps the smallest Wildcat on the floor. He comes through with the swat.
He doesn't play that way, does he?
He does not. He's from Southern California, not part of it affected by the wildfires, but he right now has been hot defensively. He's hit a couple big shots tonight, too.
Yeah, I started him off with the pull-up. Kramer doesn't like the physicality, but he's dropping his shoulder into the defender. Clausen doing a great job on him.
Shaw with the long three. McCullough hits the deck. No foul. It's a physical game. They're letting them both battle. Shaw sliding, gets the ball out to Bratton. Inside it goes Kramer, back around. And Kramer is fouled.
That might have been a little bit of a makeup call from earlier.
Might be just trying to calm the temperament of this game, too.
Yeah, this game has gotten physical in a hurry here in the last minute. We're down to the last 5-minute segment.
Kramer stays perfect at the free throw line tonight. Makes it a 4-point ball game.
Kramer's done a nice job just living at the free throw line here in the second half.
Hits that one as well. You know, you got to take advantage of the opportunities presented to you. And that's what Southwest has done at the line, or at least Kramer. Wayne State, meanwhile, 7 of 11. Kramer has made more himself.
Yeah, Wayne State went through a stretch early.
Knoll, too strong. Rebound hauled in by Lund. And a chance to pull within one or tie it if you're the Mustangs. Shaw will reset with 15 on the shot clock. Dribbling in, back out Bratton. Inside it goes Stevens. Can't get it to rattle in. It's going to stick with the Mustangs. That was just two Wildcats kind of battling for the same rebound there.
Yeah, got caught in the switch.
Timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here during the break. Want to make sure you stick around as we'll have post-game brought to you by Wayne State College, devoted to student success for more than 100 years. 59-55 with 5 minutes left to play. And Chad, you know, this is a Wayne State team, you kind of talked about it, where they've had flashes, want to kind of just get over that hump. This would be that kind of game that I think could really kind of ignite a late season run. You're looking at 9-10 teams that have truly the capability of putting together a conference tournament championship winning run in this NSIC.
Well, and it's really hard at this time of year. You get to late January and early February, and the game has become a grind. There's a lot of travel and a lot of other stuff going on. And one of the things that starts sprinkling into your mind if things aren't going the way you want them is a little bit of doubt. This is the type of game that could springboard them going into the conference tournament and beyond. And they're right here. If you'd walked in beforehand, regardless of the lead they had, and you'd ask Coach Kaminsky, you're going to be up 4 with 5 minutes left, would you take it? He'd say absolutely, especially against a quality team like Southwest.
Well, assistant coach Joel Stryker actually gave the number of 12 as far as teams that he thought had a legitimate chance of winning the conference. As Stevens has it swatted away, and it goes off of him. In the end, it's going to go to the Wildcats. But sticking with Southwest, we talked about them being in the running for the top seed. There's the possibility that they could fall into that first round and not get the bye all the way to the quarterfinals.
And you did a great job of talking about all that travel that's involved, with those first round. Even with the extra wear and tear, even if you get to host.
As Kramer can't get the fast break layup to go, it does go out of bounds and stick with the Mustangs. This is just a ferocious conference, Chad. There's so much. There are so many talented D2 teams. There's so much travel. And it's really just top to bottom about as tough as it gets.
And when we're sitting there talking about conference tournament, we haven't even talked about postseason and teams that have, represented the conference well deep into the postseason over the last, a half decade.
Yeah, national champion Minnesota State.
Yes. Yeah,
which has a number of former Wildcats on their roster too.
Yeah, and you have a Winona team that's been good in the, really nationally good in the past, and Concordia St. Paul is always one of those teams that you talk about. So there's been a lot of really, really good NSI teams make deep runs in the NCAA tournament.
Bratton, after missing the first free throw, comes through with the second. It's a one-possession ball game with 4:20 left to play. Smith keeps the foot on the gas pedal. Now will reset. Another lengthy possession here for the Wildcats. Nice feed from Farron, and McCullough finishes, has the ball knocked out of his hands, and still regathers in the air and gets it to go.
Another screen, another pick and roll. Great feed by Farron. Kramer comes over and tries to keep him from shooting it. A little too late. A lot of strength there to be able to finish that play.
The Ankeny, Iowa native hits the free throw. 6-point ball game, doubling up the Wayne State lead. And a turnover by the Mustangs. Big, big moments here for both teams. And going to be some pressure behind the line by the Mustangs.
Stevens handled the last few balls.
Smith couldn't get that to go. Now Kramer wants to run. In the paint, has it pulled away by Farron, but a foul and 2 more free throws for Kramer, who again has hit more free throws than Wayne State has as a team tonight.
Kramer might have to pay a little rent. He spends too much more time there.
Wayne State is 8 of 12 from the line tonight. Kramer, 9 of 9. Make it 10 of 10. The rest of the Southwest team is, let me do some math here, 4 of 10. He's now 11 of 11. Don't forget to stick around after the game and see our top plays, brought to you by Currency, also by Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust. There is a difference. Wildcats leading by 4. 3:20 left to play. Farron, step back 3, too strong. Rebound hauled in by Buss.
Wayne State trying to shorten this game. Southwest took Kramer out, put put Shaw in a quicker defender.
Bratton in traffic, can't get it to go. Buss tries to follow. He's done that a couple times tonight with emphatic results. Can't get the dunk this time, though.
See if Wayne State can find their way into a good look here.
Smith into McCullough. Back out, Stokes, three-pointer left it short. Rebound, though, by Smith. That's huge. Only so many possessions left in this ball game.
Buys Wayne State another possession.
Knoll can't get it. McCullough has it poked out of his hands. It's going to stick with the Wildcats.
Southwest going to come back in with a little size here on the defensive end. See what Wayne State dials up here. Out of bounds underneath their own basket. 20 seconds left. Let's see if they try to score off this or if they're going to try and run this down.
And it comes to Saunders. It appears there's the answer to your question, Chad.
Seconds are so important here, cutting those possessions down.
Under 2 minutes to play. Saunders accosted on his way to the basket. He's got 2 free throws upcoming.
Great job by Saunders. Got the step on Bratton. Just kept the advantage, and then went right into him to try and finish that layup.
Saunders is not a weak man.
Bratton's kind of a wide-body guy, though.
He sure is, yeah. He does look like he could play for the Mustangs football team.
Yeah, or wrestle a little bit, too.
Yeah. Free throw, too strong. As we take a look on the Meade Lumber Instant Replay, also brought to you by Madison County Bank, and there was a lot of contact.
Yeah,
that one's good.
He got all that foul on that one. He earned it. Wayne State a little pressure here. Trying to get Southwest out of their comfort zone here. Make him use some clock.
Oh my, with moves and the reverse. Holy cow.
Yeah, that was impressive. At midair, get to the other side, finish back over his shoulder, reverse layup. That's about as athletic as you get right there.
The native of Mankato did not go to the hometown Mustangs. Farron, long three, left it short, but the rebound, McCullough.
Big rebound there. See if Wayne State goes inside here. Looks like they're going to isolate McCullough. Oh, here comes the double team.
Under a minute to play. 5 on the shot clock. Running shot, no good. 5-point game, Matt Knoll, the freshman, comes through. Timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here. Chad, if you want a clutch play, you just got one from a freshman.
Boy, that was huge. Time running down, attacks the basket. I thought for sure that ball was being kicked out for the three. And you'll see it right here, coming right at you, and the screen goes right up over the top. Nobody to stop him. 6'7" on how tall Brayton is, 6 foot. Silky smooth, as we say.
Yeah, Bratton was giving up he was giving up about 7 inches on that. Although I would argue Bratton probably weighs more.
Yeah, he probably does. Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I'm sure with the shot clock running down, that probably was a big reason why Bratton didn't try to foul him on that one.
So 16th year coach Brad Bigler trying to dial something up for his Mustangs to stay in the hunt for the top seed. What's Coach Bigler looking for out of his Mustangs here with under a minute to play?
Well, and if you're Southwest, you have one of the best coaches in the NSIC with Brad Bigler. We have Jeff Kaminsky, winningest coach all time at Wayne State. You have Brad Bigler over here. You got some weapons at your disposal. You've got Kramer attacking the basket. They're going to have Brayton bring the ball down the floor. I think you're going to see the ball go in Omott's hands.
Omott sets a screen. Bratton drives in. Has it stolen away by McCullough. Tried to wrap it around him, and McCullough says, I'll take that.
Great play by Cody McCullough. Cuts him off. Gets his hands active. Omott sets the screen and then popped, looking for the three at the top of the key. McCullough with a great job of anticipation.
Stuffing the stat line tonight. He's got 15 points, 6 boards, 4 assists. Misses the front end of the 1-and-1, though. He does also have a block and 3 steals. Drive in by Bratton. There's a foul. I don't think that's going to be on McCullough. I think that was on the floor before that. In any case, it's 2 free throws for Bratton.
I think that was a foul on Noel on the spin. Give him a little bit of a hip, a little bit of a shove there. Big free throws.
At what point, if you're Wayne State, does the pressure start to creep in a little bit here? As Bratton hits the first.
Yeah, and Southwest has been, and you've been talking about it, they've been solid from the free throw line, mostly Kramer, but Wayne State has struggled a little bit. They need somebody to step up and knock those down.
Bratton hits them both. Wayne State looking to avoid a 3-game losing streak. That would be their second 3-game losing streak of the season. That would match their longest. They do also have a couple 5-game winning streaks, as there's a jump ball forced by the Mustangs. It does stick with the Wildcats, but that potentially takes a possession away from Wayne State.
Jay Saunders getting stuck there in a 6'7", 6'5" trap.
Oh, that was not what Wayne State needed. Miscommunication there from Erickson and Saunders, a couple veterans. 2 seniors who've been in the program for a long time, and the turnover sends it back to Southwest. We'll keep it here again during the timeout. 29.8 seconds left to play. We looked in the huddle earlier again. Now we look at Southwest, a way different dynamic, trying to dial up potentially something that could tie this up, Chad.
Yeah, and if you're Southwest, you'll take points at this point. You know, you're almost 30 seconds left, 29.8. You just need points. You'll play the foul game with him. It's worked in your favor all night long. Good timeout by Coach Kaminsky, because his team was starting to look a little bit rattled. Time to rally the troops a little bit. Make sure we understand defensively what you're going to do.
Don't forget to stick around after this one. We've got interviews with Coach Kaminsky and our player of the game. We've also got the women's game between Wayne State and Southwest Minnesota State as well. Bratton triggers it in for Omott. He thought about that. Instead, drives in, has it poked away by Farron, but a foul. And free throws upcoming for Omott. But don't forget, as good a shooter as he is, he missed his last 2.
Yeah, Omott, the only one who hasn't been solid from the line for Southwest.
Takes his time at the line here. That one does rattle home, although it hit a lot of rim.
And as I said, he knocks it down. Rebounding so important here. Taking care of the ball if he knocks this down.
Hits that one as well. He's averaging close to 80% from the line this season. And Erickson has a little trouble getting that in again as well. Wildcats get it across the line. 1-point ball game. 20 seconds to go. Farron has it poked away. Omot with it. Shaw. Elbow jumper won't go. Rebound McCullough. A foul. And McCullough's going to the line.
And McCullough provided a little leadership there, saying, hey, let's go, take care of the ball, be strong with the basketball. Let's see if he can step up to the free throw line here.
And did I see a signal for an intentional?
I'm not sure what we saw there. I think they're going to the monitor. Somebody raise an elbow?
Or did Southwest say we want to see if that's a jump ball?
That's a good question. I wonder if...
Well, it's getting interesting here with 8.7 seconds left to play. Wayne State on top, 65-64.
I almost feel like when McCullough came down, his elbows were up, and I wonder if Southwest just wanted to review. Oh, calling timeout. Right as he catches the ball, looks like he's trying to call timeout.
A lot of contact here.
Yeah.
We're waiting to see what the call is following the review. Well, we're headed back to the line.
Yep. And regardless of make or miss, if he makes both of these, it's still a one-possession game here.
Cody McCullough hits the first. That is clutch, Chad.
Yeah, when you're sitting right on that bubble playing for that conference spot.
72% free throw shooter entering tonight. He hits both as he sneaks that one over the front iron. And part of what they changed following that replay was the timing on the clock. We were under 9 seconds. Now we're at 9.7.
Good catch on that.
We'll keep it here. As much as I trust Connor Luby to get us back from break, I don't want to accidentally miss anything here.
Wayne State with the timeout, they're going to set up their defense. Probably make you got to force, if you're Wayne State, you got to force the ball to be inbounds. Clear down here below the free throw line if you can. Force them to use the clock. Free throws don't hurt you other than an offensive rebound. So they may be talking about forcing them to cross the half-court line and possibly playing the foul game.
And assistant coach Joel Stryker pulled all three officials over to him to talk about something. I'm curious, what he was going through with them ahead of this inbounds pass for Southwest Minnesota State.
And I wonder if that's what he was talking about is, hey, as soon as they cross half court, we might be fouling here. Either that or watch the moving screen, which was not going to get called in the last 5 seconds.
The way he was sort of almost instructing, I tend to think it was what you were saying is the first instinct.
Or whatever their strategy is here.
Stryker, an assistant in his first year with Wayne State. He and his wife, both Wayne State alums. He came over from Doane as Bratton.
There's your foul right there. Going to send him to the line with 5 seconds left, 2 shots. Got to get these rebounds.
Bratton at the last second did try to seemingly force up a shot. It was half-hearted.
I'm sure that was part of the instruction, too. Don't let him deke into giving you that.
First one good. 2-point ball game with 5.7 left. Wayne State did have some troubles with the inbound last time around that Southwest pressed.
Extra size on the free throw line here for Wayne State.
Bratton misses that one. It looked like intentionally.
Yep.
Rebound by Stokes. Are you surprised that they went to the intentional miss that early?
With 5 seconds left, if Wayne State does get the ball in bounds, that you're going to see 3 seconds run off the clock pretty fast. So,
I suppose with the struggle that Wayne State had on the baseline, that's the part I think that surprised me a little bit. But, yeah, timing-wise, once you get that in with 5 seconds, it's tough. As Stokes hits the first free throw, this one could end the ball game.
Yeah. Saunders doesn't even want to watch it.
Stokes with some big shots tonight. There's another one. Kramer in the paint, gets it to go, but it won't be enough. Wayne State pulls off the upset over 17th ranked Southwest Minnesota State, 69-67. A big win, keeping the home game hopes alive for the Wildcats.
Yeah, a huge win for the Wildcats. Just fought through that run that we talked about the first time around when Southwest made the run and was able to pull out the win the first time around. Fought through that, stayed with it, right? Some timely strategies. Great job by the Cats. Some big shots, some big bench threes that really gave them the lift that they needed.
We'll take a break, be back with post-game after this. You're watching college basketball on News Channel Nebraska.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people. And we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
Farmer's Pride is fueling the future. In the field, on your farm, in your community. With scheduled propane deliveries, monthly budget options, and prepaid contracting plans, Farmer's Pride has the right solution to fit your propane needs and has been a trusted supplier of propane for over 60 years. In the field, on your farm, in your community. Farmer's Pride.
So I was a former smoker. My breathing got really bad. My family finally insisted I go to a pulmonologist. And that's when they did tests and diagnosed me with COPD and asthma. Because there's nothing worse than not being able to breathe. And they helped me tremendously. They've helped me get my lung function back. With the help of Faith Regional, I've become a lung hero.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today. Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The yellow jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people, you know, we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry because you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do. Just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
Ashoff Construction of Osmond does it all when it comes to general contracting, from agricultural storage buildings to commercial office buildings, retail warehouses, or concrete contracting. No job is too big or too small. The AGI Sentinel buildings help safeguard crops and valuable assets, and Ashoff's professional builders handle the job from the design through the completion of the build. For a free estimate, contact Scott at 402-748-3551 today. Visit AshoffConstruction.com for more information.
Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't just see anyone, see the trainer. From bracing to home health and rehab products, they provide the right solutions to keep you moving. Whether it's a chronic condition or sudden injury, their expert team will help you find the perfect fit. With a wide range of in-stock orthopedic, sports medicine, or rehabilitation products, See the Trainer is dedicated to improving your quality of life. Visit the professionals at See the Trainer in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte.
My name is Deb Sedlacek, and at Elkhorn Valley Bank, there really is a difference. I think Elkhorn Valley Bank sets itself apart from other banks because we are such a family-oriented, small-town type of bank. We don't charge you for every little thing that there is. You can call us and feel like you know us. Anything you need help with, whether it's big, small, we're always there for you. Elkhorn Valley Bank, great for you, great for your community.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
Teammates Mentoring is in need of
Wayne State College victorious over 17th ranked Southwest Minnesota State tonight. We're now joined by Coach Jeff Kaminsky. And Coach, big run there, end of the first half to start the second half. What was kind of the key there?
Well, I think the key in the first half was we really took away their transition. And then late in the first half when we pulled away, we actually made a few shots. You know, it's been a little struggle tonight on both ends. I mean, these are two of the best teams defensively in the conference, so I knew it was going to kind of be a battle. But obviously the Sean Stokes three-pointers there late in the first half were used to give us a little bit of a cushion. And then to get the stop at the end of the half, and I think JJ made the layup there.
put us up 11. But we knew, this is a really good team. They're competing, for the conference title right now. And we kind of have a stretch of games where our conference is kind of insane right now with just how many good teams there are and so many teams really having a chance to still win the league. And we sort of get this stretch where we're playing all of them right now. So great win tonight.
This was a team, you kind of referenced it a little bit ago, that had a run against you in Marshall. What was sort of the mentality as they started to kind of chip away at that lead?
Yeah, I think, there's a little bit some similarities there. They started to get some transition going in the second half. So a lot of that, transition defense has a lot to do with what you're doing offensively. Are we taking care of the ball? Are we getting good shots? Are we getting second shots? And the possessions where one of those three things wasn't there, they really did a good job of being aggressive in transition. So I think towards the stretch run of the game, we did a much better job there. They just have a lot of tough matchups. They have a lot of guys that they can isolate with, and overall, I thought our team defense was pretty good. Certainly not perfect, but good enough to win. And I really like our team. Like, we have great senior leadership. Cody, who you're going to talk to here in a second, is just such a warrior. But to have 4 fifth-year guys, that doesn't happen a whole lot in college basketball anymore. And then a fifth senior with Ryan Bloom. So we've had great leadership. And when we win, it's truly about winning as a team. We have to do things as a team on both ends of the floor. When we do that, we have a chance to win, and we did that well enough tonight.
You mentioned the depth of the conference. You're in the running potentially for a home NSIC tournament game. What would it mean to this team to get over the hump and have another game here at Rice Auditorium at the end of the season?
Well, certainly, there's sort of the quadrants of the league. If you finish in the top 4, you get a bye. You finish in the next 4, you get a home game. And it's just so competitive this year in the top 10. I told our guys yesterday, we had a tough week last week. So what are we going to do? We're going to lay down. We're going to get back up, dust ourselves off, and come out swinging, and realize that we are amongst 9, 10, 11 teams that legitimately in this league could win the conference tournament. So we have to be playing our best basketball, win as much as we can here down the stretch, put ourselves in the best position going into the tournament, and then play our best basketball.
Now, you mentioned him just a little bit ago, one of your seniors, Cody McCullough. Just a really complete performance tonight from him, dishing the ball, scoring the ball. Can you talk about his performance?
Well, yeah, we don't win, obviously, without Cody. He's been our best rebounder, and he really sets the tone on the glass. I think he had a double-double tonight. Where really Cody's expanded his game is just his ability to score. He's a hard guy to match up with, and then when teams bring double teams, he's finding guys. It reminds me a little bit of our, not old days because it was only a couple of years ago, but when we had Jordan Jansen here, and teams really had a dilemma because if you double team Jordan, it really got other guys involved, and that's what Cody's really doing for our team right now.
Coach, congratulations. Get ready for the next one.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Let's bring in our player of the game, Cody McCullough. A big performance tonight, a double-double for you, Cody. What was the key down the stretch of securing this victory, an upset victory over Southwest?
Man, we made it a lot scarier than it had to be there at the end. A couple turnovers that didn't go our way, but man, just making hustle plays down the stretch really kept us in it, and then making free throws always helps. So we just execute our late game situation, and then that helped us get it done.
You had the double-double, but also 4 assists tonight. Could you talk about what you were seeing with your teammates tonight, being able to find them?
Yeah, in practice this week, we knew that we were going to start seeing more traps, me and Matt especially, just when we get it in. So we've been practicing just having guys cut underneath, and then tonight it just worked out. I found Noah open a couple times early in the game. So, yeah, just what we practiced really worked out for us tonight.
You got a lot of veterans on this squad, but, Matt Knoll, you mentioned his name just a second ago. A big basket down the stretch. Can you talk about that performance from him?
Man, he's been huge for us. For as young as he is, he's shown a lot of grit and toughness down the stretch here. So, yeah, he's a heck of a player. We need him every game for the rest of the season here, so we look forward to see what we can do.
Then, of course, one of those seniors, Sean, with 3 big three-pointers to close that first half. How about that?
Man, that was awesome. 3 huge ones. I think we went on almost 11-0 run there at the end of the half, so put us up 11 at halftime, and without that, we probably don't win this game, so that was big for us.
A lot of quite the student section here tonight. You're trying to work your way into a home NSIC tournament game. What would it mean to get over the hump, to get into those top 8 seeds and have a chance to be right back here in front of them again?
Man, we got all these students and fans out here tonight, and we got it done, so just imagine if we get a home game here, and then anything can happen from there out.
Cody, congratulations. Best of luck next time around. We're back with more college basketball after this on News Channel Nebraska.
Teammates mentoring is in need of mentors, especially for students in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. Meeting with a student just once a week in school can make a positive impact on their life by providing a sense of hope and helping them reach their full potential. 92% of teammates mentors report that they leave their mentoring time in a better mood than when they arrive. So what are you waiting for? Head over to teammates.org today to learn more information about how you can get involved. Join the team. Be a mentor.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Pain can affect every aspect of your life. Chronic back, neck, nerve, and other pain can make work feel impossible, stop you from doing the activities you enjoy, and can even lead to stress and trouble sleeping. If you are dealing with pain for an extended amount of time and are struggling to do normal, day-to-day tasks, turn to Dr. Balkaya or Dr. Prince at Faith Regional Physician Services to help you find relief. When you're experiencing chronic pain, finding the source of the pain is our first step. Our specialists use a wide range of diagnostic tests to determine how to control or manage your pain. You can expect us to discuss your goals, preferences, and lifestyle to create a treatment plan that uses innovative and safe techniques. You deserve to enjoy a pain-free life. Take the next step. Visit frpsclinics.org to meet our pain management specialists.
Let's get moving, Nebraska. Show us how you stay healthy and you could really make a difference. Capture these moments, whether it's a walk in the park, playing with your kids or pets, biking or swimming, or even cooking a healthy meal, and share them with us. Each week, one lucky winner will choose a school to receive a $500 donation from Medica. Join the fun and make a difference. Submit today at newschannelnebraska.com and your school could win $500. Stretch Across Nebraska, presented by Medica with News Channel Nebraska.
There are many details that can set your dream apart from anyone else's. But what sets the banks you are considering apart from each other? At Madison County Bank, what sets us apart from other lenders is flexibility. We offer a wide variety of loans, and we pride ourselves on providing lending options for commercial, residential, agriculture, and even unique properties that make your dreams a reality. Madison County Bank, here to help you grow.
At Wayne State, unlimited opportunities start with you, plus the power of us. It's the power of the classroom teacher, inspiring the next generation. Business entrepreneurs, soaring with success. Healthcare professionals, caring for their communities. Leaders in arts and sciences, making their mark on the world. With the power of Wayne State behind you, there's nothing you can't do. Learn more at ExploreWayneStateCollege.com.
Back here in Rice Auditorium, the Wayne State men pull off an upset over Southwest Minnesota State, 69-67. Let's take a look at the highlights and see how we got there. 17th ranked Southwest Minnesota State coming to town to take on the Wayne State College Wildcats. Both teams need it for key standing in the NSIC tournament. Matt Knoll off the feed from Cody McCullough slams it home. But back to work go the Mustangs, as in the paint they connect. Wildcats go back to McCullough. And again, he finds Erickson. Mid-range jumper for the Mustangs as they get the lead back once again with Mason Lund. Wildcats go back to work. Farron finds the cutter, and able to put it in is Bloom. In the corner it goes for a three-pointer for Shaw in front of the Wayne State bench, and he lets them know. Then the turnover just before the half after a long run by Wayne State. Three straight three-pointers from Sean Stokes. Then J.J. Farron gets the fast break layup before the break. Then, with things getting a little tighter, Wildcats connect with another basket, this time with Knoll. Then, Omat hits 200 career three-pointers. That was his second of the game, pulling the Mustangs within single digits. Wildcats break the press. McCullough with the layup, able to extend the lead. But the Mustangs wouldn't go away. Three-pointer from Bratton. He sticks it, and it's a one-point ball game. Wildcats up by 2. They go out for the three-pointer, and nailing it is Bloom. 5-point game. Then Omat getting fancy. Reverse layup off the glass. Gets it to go. Remains a one-possession game. Then back it goes to Knoll in traffic. Gets it to go to make it a two-possession game. 69-67. Wayne State hangs on, fights off the comeback by the Mustangs. A big upset victory for the Wildcats, and they remain in the hunt for a home NSIC tournament game. Now, the Wayne State women looking to pull off an upset of their own. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more after this on News Channel Nebraska.
I woke up in the night, actually was awake all night long with chest pains and going down my left arm. My husband brought me into the emergency room, and they started doing all kinds of tests. And by noon, they decided they needed to do surgery, so I had bypass surgery done. The nurses and everybody, everybody I encountered were wonderful. Dr. Brown did my surgery for me. He was so good. I was set up for 12 weeks of rehab, 3 days a week. And I had not had a doctor in town because we were new enough in town. So Dr. Rome was the one that took me on, and so he has been my heart doctor since. Well, I just can't say enough thank you. I feel like they probably saved my life and have made it very rewarding to go on and be connected with the people, especially at rehab. With the help of Faith Regional, I became a heart hero.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. The Carpet Shop, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years. And by See the Trainer, with locations in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte.
So I was a former smoker. My breathing got really bad. My family finally insisted I go to a pulmonologist. And that's when they did tests and diagnosed me with COPD and asthma. Because there's nothing worse than not being able to breathe. And they helped me tremendously. They've helped me get my lung function back. With the help of Faith Regional, I've become